Hello viewers, so I'm going to be showing off my network setup down in the basement here because it is changed quite a bit. So, um, so first off, let's go to the beginning of it. So of course back here we have our bridge. That's not changed. However, if we go back over here to behind this is different. I put a smaller switch here with only a few things going off of it. Specifically the printer, the PBX, and then these two of these go over to this thing. The Cisco 3560X Ethernet switch. One of them goes into the back, into the management port, and the other comes up here to the uplink. This is my uplink right here. And this is what is powering all my phones right now. So a lot of these going off to different places or phones. However, there are some that are just going off. So one of them goes up to my Raspberry Pi, which came unplugged. Oh, the network cable came out. So these two over here are for this and this respectively. Blue cable, deeper blue cable goes to the PAP2, and then the lighter blue goes to that, the CommScope cable. And then all these kind of just fan out. So some go to here. And then some go that way. So let's go look at some other things. We'll walk over here. So right here we have one of my previous switches, my Tenda PoE switches, and this uplink goes back to that switch over there. And this is so that I can have stuff a little bit closer to like where I'm experimenting over here. So right now the only things that are plugged in here though are the Mitel 5360, and the DX650 is plugged into this right now as well. Usually the DX650 is on Wi-Fi and is plugged into its own power adapter, but yeah. But that's pretty much it. So I'm going to add here some things that I've worked on. My switch actually works with my Radius server. I actually got that working. And I will put in a clip here showing that off. Alright. But that's the end of this portion of the video. See you in a little bit. Alright, so in this portion I will be showing the switch console. So I'm in PuTTY and I'm going to log in. And I can log in with my domain credentials. And the way I can do that is because I have AAA set up. I have a Radius server set up. So, and I may show that in a bit. So anyway, as you can see here, we're on the enable prompt. If I type, I can get config T. I can ping things, you know, things like that. So yeah, and I'm not going to show the config because I don't want to expose anything that could be personal data. So yeah, just know I have Radius set up. I have the VLAN. I think I can show this. These are all the CDP neighbors. So all the IP phones, pretty much. Anything that shows up twice with a gig 01 and then a fast O, that's because it's not directly connected to the switch. It's connected upstream. So, for example, the T21P E2, that's the desk phone upstairs, which is the one I'm actually recording this audio on because the computer that I'm using doesn't have a mic. But so you can tell. So fast O is the port on the back. That's like the management port. And if you're wondering, this one right here, this is the SPA 525G. These are Cisco phones. And if I also show LLDP neighbors, you can also see the Mitels as well. If URL 5360 at 10, that's the Mitel right there. Interestingly, the Cisco devices report differently their IP address than the other devices. Anyway, I don't know what else I can show you that won't like expose personal data, but anyway, and I can show I think I might be able to show the back end of the config on the domain controller. So give me a second. All right, so now I'm going to kind of show off some of the behind the scenes things with the Radius config. So this is the network policy server management. So one of the things you first need to configure to get the Cisco switch that I need to configure first to get the Cisco switch on to it is actually defining it in the Radius clients. So I gave it a friendly name. I told it its IP address, and I gave it a shared secret. And then I went in here and I selected Cisco in the vendor name because supposedly I think that helps with it. So then I went in. This is the policy that I'm using, but I'm going to show how creating a policy from scratch to get it to work. So I'm going to go, I need the sidebar. Go click New. And then you're going to leave this as unspecified. And so then you're going to want to define your user groups. So in this case, I'm going to let's just say for domain admins. And then you let's say you want to grant the access to the admin. So then you want to go down here and select unencrypted authentication. And then, I don't want to do that. It'll pop up something. You want to set this value idle timeout to 30. And then you want to go into here. I think, no, not here. I'm trying to figure out where it is. I had to do it somewhere. There should be like a login, a network-login class or something. I might not be in the correct. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on. Because there's supposed to be. Oh, maybe it's the network name. Or maybe it's this network-admin. Yeah, that might be it. Let me look. That might be it, is how you set it up based on the name of the policy. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how I did this. But anyway, yeah, so I think it's by name of policy. So network-admin, this allows access to the enable. So this gives like privilege 15 access, basically. Network-login only allows for just basic so like you don't get elevated access in the switch. So yeah, that's kind of that. I think, yeah. Anyway, that's kind of a preview of that. You name it network admin, you specify a bunch of different things. This isn't the best guide on this. There's guides online that you can go to and view. But, yeah. That's all I can think of at the moment. All right. And I don't think I'm going to show the switch config, the switch end, because I don't want to, again, reveal any private data. So, yeah. Anyway, back to, I think that's all for this, and we'll cut to the outro now. Well, that's all I have for now. I will be putting an affiliate link down for the Tenda network switch. Those have served me well. I guess I might just put one down there as well for the TP-Link switch. I don't know. If you have any questions about my network setup, leave them in the comments down below. Check out my affiliate links. Those greatly help out the channel. I'm trying to think if anything else. Other than that, thank you for watching and have a good day.